A friend of mine recommended Branching Out Tree Service. I called them, and they were here the very next day. I gotta admit, it was pretty cool watching them take down the trees. These guys were great. They were really careful not to damage my house and property, and the cleanup was perfect. If your trees need to be whacked, take it from me. Call Branching Out Tree Service, and you won't be disappointed.
I called around for a number of estimates, and Branching Out was the most reasonable by far. When the estimator came, he was very professional and extremely courteous. I must admit I was a bit anxious about damage to my property. However, everything was done perfectly and more than to my expectations. My neighbor was so impressed with the work and how well it was performed that he asked for an estimate and he hired them to come back the very next day. As a single woman living alone, managing a lot of property and a huge house, I thought this was going to be a difficult process. However, working with Branching Out was an absolute pleasure. I would highly recommend them for any of your tree service needs.
During a storm, one of our trees had come down. I needed emergency service. I remember looking through the local paper and seeing Branching Out Tree Service. I called right away and they were here within hours. They were clean, professional. I couldn't ask for more.
And it was really cool watching them cut down the trees.
As far as I'm concerned, Branching Out is the only way to go. I highly recommend them for all your tree service needs.
Me too.
I needed some work done, some tree work done. I had called a couple of different companies. Branching Out Tree Service is the third company that came here, and they gave me the best price. I guess the third one's a charm. One of my biggest concerns was the driveway and making sure that they weren't going to damage anything on my property. I was so happy to see when they pulled up, their trucks looked like they came out of a showroom. They were so clean, respectful, neat. I was blown away by the quality of work that they did. There's just one last thing I need to say about Branching Out Tree Service. I need to have you come back to take down that tree.
I recently bought a home. When I moved in, the entire backyard was filled with tree stumps. A friend of mine had recommended that I call Branching Out. I called them. They came very quickly after the appointment was made. He gave me a price that was more competitive than everyone else, very professional, and the job was done well. The best part of Branching Out is they said they were going to show up at 9, and they were there at 9. Do yourself a favor, call Branching Out.